Hey guys, so I got my AMC shirt on with Sonic the Hedgehog on it. That means one thing, another AMC story. So join me today while I talk about my experience of working at AMC, the stuff I had to deal with, the people I had to work with, and of course, a special episode. Today's episode is going to be about the worst GM I had to work with. Now, what I mean by GM, I mean general manager. Now, guys, let me first say this. There's two things that I can pretty much say when it comes to bosses. You either love them or you hate them. I know that's a mixed message, but I know it's mixed, but it's true. You either love your boss or hate your boss. I know you're probably saying, well, which is which? Should I love him or hate him? Either way, I mean, it could be both. I know there's a gray area right there, but I like to go into more details right now. Now, let me tell you this. I am going to say names, because technically, maybe these people don't work at AMC anymore. I'll maybe say a couple of my employees' names, but, not give them their last names. But, to be fair, I'll leave it at that. But anyways, all I'm just trying to say is, our GM from AMC, who started back in, I think it was late 2014, and was mostly around in 2015, 2016, and early mid 2017. So the time she left, it was during where the 2017 Power Ranger movie came out. So let me put it like this. I hated this lady. Everybody hated this lady. It was like, no, don't do that. No, don't do this. No, don't do that. I don't mean like stuff like don't take candy that you're supposed to pay for, that you have to pay for. No, I don't mean that type of stuff. So you want to know, so I tell this to everybody who I used to work with at AMC, or any new person who would come to AMC to work there. You really want to know what this lady written me up? And yes, I got written up at work. I don't know. It was part of my youth or whatever. But anyways, want to know what she written me up for? You're probably gonna shit your pants if you hear what I'm gonna tell you what she written me up for. And you're probably gonna be flabbergasted. But let me just go on and say, this bitch written me up for kicking a box. Now, for those of you who didn't hear me, those of you who probably have a hard time understanding what I'm trying to say sometime, but let me just tell you, one more time. She written me up for kicking a box.
Nigga, no you did not.
You're probably saying, you got written up for kicking a box? And I don't mean like a box that had, some important stuff in it. A box that was about to be compact. So basically, one of the guys named David. Hey, Dave. One of the guys named David, threw a box at me. I kind of missed it. Then I picked the box up, and the thing was about to get compact anyway. So I picked the box up, and I just kick it back at him. And she yells, she's like, "Alex, don't do that again." I'm like, the hell did I do? And then she's like, then I find out from David that I find out from our GM that I got written up for that. Oh, we're just getting started. We are getting started as of right now. Now, let me tell you another thing I should probably mention. You guys know Billy Ray, right? The guy you see in most majority of my short films. The tall white guy with brown hair, brown flowy hair. And you guys have seen him in most majority of my films. Well, he used to work for AMC. I don't want to explain where he works at now, but he used to work for AMC also. Both me and him used to start at the same time, and that's how we basically met. That's when I was working on Blue Blur, Eggman's Revenge. I asked him, do you want to be in my movie? And he was thoroughly, enthusiastically said, yeah, I'll be in your movie. Totally, definitely. So, let me tell you something about what he did, which you're going to be even more surprised. Now, let me tell you, the AMC we used to work at, most majority of people would complain about, excuse me, so I sat in my seat, but it looks like it was ripped up by something. And we get tons of those complaints. We get tons of those damn complaints, dude. During 2015, we got those complaints. During 2016, we got those complaints. During most majority of 2017, people were complaining, can I sit at a seat that's not all ripped up? So basically what I'm trying to say is, we used to use the wet wipes. Now, those of you should know one thing. Wet wipes have bleach in them. And I mean it. They have bleach. And most majority of our seats are red leather seats. Red leather seats. And Billy used a lot of the wipes to, wipe, the seats, because, sometimes the customers may make a mess. They may spill popcorn or popcorn grease, or someone might spilled, have, melted chocolate on the seat. Some people might have, all types of messes on the seats, and we were using the wet wipes. People start complaining. Excuse me, it looks like my seat's been ripped up, and I don't know, is there another seat I can sit at that's not all ripped up? Billy used to use the wet wipes a lot. And guess what? They're like, oh, we need to stop using the wet wipes because they're a reason why the seats are all ruined. Guess what? Once they finally put 2 and 2 together, guess what? Billy never got written up. Yeah, he never got written up for ruining all the damn seats. Now, for any of you guys say anything, I have the utmost respect for Billy. Now, practically, he didn't know the seats were getting ruined because he probably didn't know bleach can ruin leather. So, those of you guys saying, well, that's bullshit. Why do you get written up for kicking a box and he doesn't get written up for ruining all the seats? That's kind of bullshit. Why are you getting written up for just kicking a useless box in the first place, Alex? Guys, look, I have the utmost respect for Billy. He's been my friend for almost 10 years, to be honest. Almost 10 years. And like I said, I have the utmost respect for him. But practically, like I said, he didn't know the seats were probably getting ruined. He thought, I'm doing a good job here. But yeah, let me tell you another story. And this is a true story. I could be wrong on certain other things about it. But, so basically this Tuesday or Monday or whatever, I was working and I was just basically just doing my simple rounds, like going into theaters, back and forth. I'm coming out of theater 4, I go into the hall and I hear a large yell, like down the hall near where the manager's office is at. I hear a loud roar saying, "You're just stupid! You're just stupid! You're just freaking stupid!" I turn around like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? I see one of the guys named Elmer. He used to work there. You know, he used to always bring his family there to see free movies. So he's walking down a hall with Carmen and our senior manager, back when we used to have a senior manager. He's just basically yelling at her saying, "You're just stupid! You're just stupid!" And all I can hear from the lady that's with Elmer saying to her like, "Why can't you sign the thing? I don't understand why you can't sign the thing." I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? What the hell's going on here? And Elmer sees me in the hall saying, "Hey, Alex, quit this place, because this is bullshit." I'm like, okay. And Carmen and our senior manager is like saying to me, "Alex, keep working. Don't worry about this." I'm like, okay. So then I come in and work next day. So basically during the time I'm on my break the next day, I see a girl named Makara. Now let me just tell you, but she was a very good looking woman. And you know, I consider her as a very nice good friend. But she comes in the break room saying, "This place sucks." I'm like, "Why you say that?" And she says, "I'm trying to apply for food stamps, and they're telling me I can't apply for food stamps, and they can't sign the thing." So I put two together, and I'm like, "Wait, they're saying they can't sign the thing for you to get food stamps?" And Makara says, you know, they said they had to go through something yesterday where someone got pissed at them saying that they can't sign the thing. And I put two together, like, are you serious? So you trying to tell me you were trying to apply for food stamps and they said you can't apply for food stamps? And they said they can't sign the thing? Like, the hell is this shit? Now, just to let you guys know, the whole food stamp thing has kind of changed over the last, couple of years or something like that. But, you don't have to give them your boss's signature. It's a little bit more different now. But before, you had to get your boss's signature for you to apply for food stamps and say, "Hey, I just need you to sign this thing." And that's all you have to do is just sign the damn thing. Why is that so hard? And I'm going to put two together, like, so that's what Elmer and them were yelling at her about. Like, this lady would not sign just a simple thing to clarify, "Oh, this is from your manager. Your manager has to sign this." Now, I could be wrong. Could have not been about food stamps. Could have been about something else. Could have been about, trying to apply for another job or trying to apply to something that could be that your boss had to give a signature. Like, why is that so hard? And don't even get me started with this one time. I'm like, what am I doing? This time I was at Greeter. They needed someone for Greeter. And, just to let you know, there's some employees who enjoy greeting, and there's some employees that don't enjoy greeting. Most majority of people don't enjoy greeting. But there's one dude who still works there, who still remembers me, by the way. He does the usher greeter duty thing. And, he's cool with it. He's cool with it. He knows how to deal with it. He knows how to handle himself. Just to let you know, he's a lot more bigger than I am. Okay, a little bit more bigger than I am. Like, probably 5'10 or 5'11 or whatever. But, he's around my height. And he's a very big guy. Like, more bigger than me. But this one time I was just at Greeter. All I was doing is just pacing back, and was gonna walk back to Greeter. Just when I just step out of Greeter, I'm just like, ugh. And the next minute she's like, "Alex, go back to Greeter." Like, the hell am I doing? He's like, "I don't want you leaving Greeter at all." I'm like, I'm not. I took 2 steps away from greeter, and you're yelling at me for taking 2 steps away from greeter? Are you serious? And let me tell you another story, and this is a very true story, and this is what some of the employees that work there, that still work there, who've been working there for quite some time, tell others. We had a guy who had a, Russian sort of German accent, so either way, he had a, European accent, let's just say that. So this European accent guy was a really good worker. He was really, really, really freaking good. Like, works really hard worker, totally a hard worker. And also I'm friends with him on Facebook. But believe me, you are not going to be blown away about what she did. So don't you know, if you work at a certain place, let's just say a restaurant or a place that sells food, what are you supposed to do? Pay for it. This guy just got a hot dog, ate it right away, and automatically she saw him eat the hot dog, and she said, guess what she does? She singles this guy out and says, "Did he pay for that?" And they were like, no. And automatically, just like that, she was like, "You're fired. Go punch out." Are you serious? You're gonna... Unbelievable. So all I just say is... And also, if you want to know another thing, we used to have... I live in Massachusetts anyway, so we pretty much get snowstorm like it is right now. Well, not really a snowstorm, it's just snow as of right now. But believe me, she will not let us have a break from a snowstorm. She's like, nope, everybody has to come in. Everybody has to come into work. You guys have to come into work. All you have to come into work right now because we need people. Like, lady, who is going to come to work in a freaking snowstorm? This one snowstorm in 2017, I'm like, there's no way I can get to you guys. Like, the trains are not working, the trains are not running, there's no bus that gets there, from where I live at. And also, it's a snowstorm. I have boots. I mean, yeah, of course I have boots, but not boots that can cross across the city, throughout the city, and go to frickin' Somerville. Like, what do you expect me to do? I'm not going through a storm just to come to work. How desperate do you think I look? I'm not that desperate. Coming to a snowstorm? Like, what do you think I am? I'm not Iron Will. Like, I'm not gonna go through a snowstorm because, you demand I come through a snowstorm, you demand I do this, you demand I do that. Like, come on, lady. Not all of us live in Somerville. And I'm dead serious, not all of us live in Somerville. So you telling us that you want us to come to work through a snowstorm? Lady, you're crazy. You are crazy. I ain't doing shit like that. I don't know what the hell you expect me to do. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not coming through a snowstorm, and I'm not doing that, period. N-O means no. So now you see the type of stuff I had to deal with at AMC. Crazy customers, a GM that wants me to go through a snowstorm and fire over here and want to rip me up for kicking a stupid box. And for those of you who are leaving a comment down below, yes, she ripped me up for kicking a box. that was being compacted anyway. But yeah, so let me just tell you, the next GM after her, their day's a little bit more easier and more funner and more freer. Then the next GM, he made a decision on taking away the signs, which they still don't have the signs there. I could be wrong. I haven't been there quite some time. And the GM that's working there now, just like I said, the GM that's working there now, I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he, we say hi to each other. He's like, "Hi, Alex." So either way, all I'm going to say is, you don't have to love your boss. You don't have to hate your boss. But one thing you have to do is, this may sound corny, respect your boss. I know it's corny, but they're the people that make sure you're getting paid, make sure you're doing your job right. But yeah, if your boss is a jackass, well, that's mostly everybody's problem. But if it's your problem, well, that's what you have to deal with. But either way, I'm still blown away that this lady ripped me up for kicking a stupid ass box out of all things. So either way, like and share this video. Remember to cash at me $5 or $20. And also, last but not least, Vertical Spy outro.
Yo, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.